Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live plan with me. Today, I'm going to plan out the week of Monday the 22nd through Sunday the 28th, January 2024, in my Sterling Ink Common Planner sized A5. So this last week, I actually did what I wanted to be a hot mess plan with me with like no white space, but I realized all of my stickers that I have are sized for 7x9 planners, and so I had to kind of improvise. And I used some planning with K stickers, and even though it's way more stickers than I ever use, dude, I love how this looks. So this week might be a little bit of a letdown for me, if I'm be honest. I've used some Chrissy Design stickers so far. I've used these planning with K stickers. Maybe this week I will go with I have this book that has all my Once More with Love and Coffee Monsters Co. Do that with what's left of these two washi tapes. I have used up one of the 3 rolls that I wanted to go through this month for my Use Your Shit 2024 challenge. I used up this Amanda Rach Lee washi. And I'm very close. I might actually use these up during this plan with me. This one and this one are both very close to the end. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to use some icons. I've got my gray highlighter. I had my gray highlighter. Now I don't know where it is. Okay, I can't find my regular gray mild liner, so I'm just going to go with a cool gray mild liner. And I grabbed a dot pen. I haven't been using dot pens so far, but I grabbed this one. This is the light platinum one. And I'm just going to go with those. So let's just get started. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to have to use a little bit of tape runner, I think, to manage this Simply Gilded washi because it just keeps riding up. But in the meantime, I'm going to see what I can do with this skinny guy. Maybe what I'll do is I'll start with this guy and I'll put some of the skinny guy on top. Oh yeah, I'm going to be done with this. This is it. This is all I have. So I just used what was left of this on a different day because there wasn't enough for this spread, and the rest of this like little bit is not sticky. So cool, that one's done. Now let's see about this guy. What can we get out of him? I think I still have plenty left, so I can use that to divide off for the weather. Rip it with my finger. We'll go with a slightly janky look today. That is the fucking, that could be the like theme of my channel. Let's go for a slightly janky look. Partly cool like you look what you're doing, and partly jank as fuck. And then what I'll do is I'm going to block off this downward area for meals. Now while I'm doing this, I'm also thinking, do I want to go grab another washi tape that I want to use up for the rest of the month? Or do I want to just use whatever the hell I want? Because there is a certain level of like, fuck dude, am I using this one again? But at the same time, like, it feels good to be using them up. We're going to introduce a little color to it. I'm going to add on this purple one that I probably won't get through this month, but I might. So this Gems, I love this one, which is, I have all of these Gems ones from a like years ago launch from Simply Gilded, and I've obviously used the shit out of it, and I can already tell that it's not as sticky as it once was. So using it now, I think will be like, it'll be good. This is very bright though, compared to the gray. But fucking whatever, I'm not trying to be the most matchy-matchy, I'm trying to use my shit. Being so matchy-matchy is what got me into this washi mess in the first place, because, well, I have so much shit because I have so many stickers, because I like to have all the colors for the sake of matchy-matchy. So, that is pretty though. And maybe what I'll do, for the sake of it, since I don't really have a lot of early morning things, is I'm just gonna run this. No, I don't like that. Okay. Maybe we'll run this on top. No. We'll leave this alone for right now. But hey, Triumph, right? Triumph, I did run through one of them. So far, not liking it. That's okay. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to go through this washi tape, but I am not going to use it on this week. I had already decided on a gray vibe, so I'm going to go through this. I'll use this on my weeks and on next week. But I'm going to use this other Amanda Rach Lee washi tape because I feel like it looks nice with the stars and it goes for the gray vibe that I'm trying to go for here. It's just, I went into this with a specific like kind of idea in mind. And although I want to use my shit up, that doesn't mean that I don't want to like have things look the way I want them to look. And I'm not looking to use this washi tape up either. Like, the only reason I didn't use other washi tapes this month so far is because I've been trying to use those up, and I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission from Gad. And then the pen I am using, some of you commented on it. I have been using this Pilot Metropolitan that I bought a couple, like back in 2022 when I thought I was going to use the other sterling ink that I had for a while. I've been really liking using this, mostly because I am very heavy-handed, and this is true. Some of you had told me about this, and I never really thought about it, but it's been kind of forcing me to get a little lighter with my grip, which is good training for me, especially because it's helping with my tendonitis. I have been journaling a lot in my planner, and writing so much usually like activates my tendonitis very quickly, and I have been doing my lettering words of the year and everything else, and it hasn't been as bad, and I'm thinking using this is helping. I did ask for a vanishing point for Christmas because the clicker is something that I really want. I know it's expensive, but like I've also heard that the tip is even smoother, and I have been doing the practice thing that I read about online to hold this, to see how you hold this with the clip right here because of where the clip is with the vanishing point, and so far so good. So we'll see. If I don't like it, I'll return it. Anyway, I'm going to put my weather in really quick. We're back into like the 40s as a high and the 20s as a low next week, which I'm so glad for. Even like the worst of the cold has cleared up. Swear to God, dude, this whole week has been like even once the worst of like that polar vortex had like stopped, it was still like bitterly cold on certain days. Like it would be fine, and then the temperature would drop out of nowhere. The other thing that this like fine tip, it's a fine tipped Metropolitan, is helping me do is write a little smaller, which is something that is not, it's something I can do, but it's not something I generally do. And working in here, the smaller my writing is, the easier it is for me to kind of utilize this planner. All right, now I'm going to put my meal plan in for next week, which I have through Saturday. I don't really know what I want to do on Sunday yet. So it'll be my last meal, my last Italian meal of January for our first month of challenges, which has gone really well so far. I'm going to do risotto, but I'm going to do it plain because I've never really had plain risotto before, like plain with like butter and stuff. And then Jesse's going to grill some chicken or something on the side and we'll have like salad. But that way I can try it without any like add-ins, if that makes sense. And then Sunday, still not sure yet. I can't spell broccoli apparently. Okay. Now that that's done, I want to put in my appointments. We have two outs because there's a lot of fun stuff going on this week. So I'm going to just quickly draw in first the appointments on the schedule. Now, I drop kids off every day. Like I drop RJ off every day, but these days are just the days that I'm dropping both kids off because you have to get out of the house about 15 minutes earlier to get Sunny to the train station. On Monday, there's no other appointments. On Tuesday, the only appointment that we have is Patreon Live at 4:30 to keep working on Word of the Year. Actually, I don't even want to draw in the appointment for that because it's not going to take, it's a half an hour. We're going to use one of these emojis from the Coffee Monsters Co., like these planner emojis. I'm going to use one of these tiny guys that has the little pen because that way makes sense. Ow! And I just stabbed myself in the finger with my fountain pen. Good times. Planning's a dangerous sport. Ow! That fucking hurt, dude. Okay. Wednesday, got a lot going on. I've already got to drop off. The cleaners are going to be there. I'll just put another little, it's not really my appointment, so I'll put a little cleaner. I think I have a maid, which they're not my maids. I don't make them wear uniforms. They're just the lovely ladies that come and clean my house every other week, and I appreciate them because I am too fucking sickly to do it myself. And then I have a window from 10 to 2 when my kidney supplies, next stage, they come and deliver the big boxes of shit we use for dialysis. So like I have actually a trunk full of stuff right now from my last clinic visit that I still have to unload and put in the house. But that's like the little things. The tapes, the like gauze pads, the saline flushes, the syringes, the needles. And the next stage brings my like big boxes, like the sacks and the cartridges and things like that. Anyway, we're almost out. Like they're running it real close this month. Normally they're pretty good, but this month we're getting pretty close. And then that evening, Sunny and I have choir. I was supposed to have an eye appointment, but I realized it's during the next stage appointment, and Jesse will probably be at the office. I need to put a music sticker in. Oh my God, am I going to get to put a music sticker in? It has been so long since I've put music stickers in my planner. Holy shit. Holy shit. Are we living my best music sticker lifestyle? It's been so long. I used to go through these so quickly. Look at these. But like, I used to go through them so fast. And it's been so long. Yeah, I'm just really excited about getting to sing again. So this last week, choir actually started, but Sunny and I were both not feeling good. I had a stress test that wrecked me, and Sunny had that freezing weather and going to school. Just, we were both like a mess, so. But we both got our music. We were able to snag our music, so we'll learn that. That's Wednesday's appointments. I haven't had dialysis in here. Thursday, we got a lot going on. So first and foremost, post-dialysis, Odin has an appointment at 2. We don't know if we need it for sure or not. We may need it. We're not really sure yet. Poor guy's got the sniffles. And with him, we got to be careful to I'm going to use this little allergy guy. We have to be very careful with Odin because he had some problems with his eyes because he was a hoarder kitty and he has kitty herpes in his eyes, and he almost lost one of his eyes when he was a baby. And so when he gets sick, we have to really look out for respiratory situations. So we'll cancel this appointment if he gets better, but he's been sneezing. So we want to make the appointment. Our vet tends to book up really fast. So it sucks to have to do it that way, but that's just the way things tend to go. Then we're going to be out from about 5 o'clock until probably the end of the night as a family. First, we're going to go to dinner at a restaurant we have not been to yet, which is going to fulfill one of my bucket list items of trying a new restaurant a quarter. It's right across the street from the Performing Arts Center. And then after that, we will be going to see Jesus Christ Superstar as a family, which I'm very excited about, both because I love Jesus Christ Superstar, and I have only seen, I've seen it 3 times. Every time has been either a college production or community theater. This will be my first time seeing like a Broadway tour of it, and I'm very, very, very excited. And then the other reason is that RJ, the whole family, like Jesse loves Jesus Christ Superstar. He actually was introduced to it by his parents, not even the musical, but the concept album that has the dude from Deep Purple and Murray Head singing on it. Murray Head, fun fact, brother of Anthony Stewart Head, who plays Giles on Buffy. Yeah, boy, who also has a beautiful singing voice and is a sexy babe. Jesse has loved this music for years. RJ was one of the first musicals he ever sat through. I was watching the movie of it, and he like sat there in this weird position that he doesn't really do anymore, but when he was a kid, he loved it, where he would sit, like get onto his knees and then sit back onto like his folded under legs. I don't know if you can picture what I'm talking about here, but god damn it, dude, all I could think when I look at that is that looks so uncomfortable. So that is Thursday night. Then Friday night, we have reservations. Like, this wasn't meant to be this clustered close together, but we had to move things around because of RJ's D&D. So Friday night, we are going to an Italian restaurant that I have never been to. We've never been to as a family. That was recommended to me by, like, I troll the Denver food subreddit. I don't troll, but I like hang out around there just to keep my eye out for anything that sounds delightful, if you will. And so I wanted a restaurant where you could go and get the pasta dinner that's made in like the big wheel of tossed in the wheel of Parmesan. And this place does, but apparently my nail person, she is the owner of the salon that I go to. She loves it. She's not only like strongly recommended the restaurant, they've even gone to Italy, like when they've gone like on vacation to Italy, to the sister restaurant by the same people who own it. It's called Lo Stella. I have not been there. This is not me endorsing it. This is just me letting you know that is the recommendation that I got. So we're going there for my birthday dinner. My birthday's the next week, but my birthday's on a Tuesday this year, so it just makes more sense to do it on a Friday. Again, it was going to be Saturday, but then instead, RJ now has his D&D. Although they moved it, so I am going to make my Italian dinner that night. And we'll do dinner at the table when he's done of RJ playing D&D. Let's see if we've got... I think I have a Coffee Monsters code that'll work really well. I'm going to use this one that has him... It's like supposed to be like watching YouTube, I guess, but we're just going to use this as him being on the computer. It has a different name. It's not D&D. And then Sunday, finally... Sunny and I are singing in choir, so I get to use another music sticker. We have to be there at 9:15, and then I'll probably grocery shop afterwards, because Sunny and I like to go grocery shopping together. I'm going to use one of these big ones. The church where we go is most of the way to one of the Trader Joe's. There's 2 Trader Joe's that are about equidistant. I prefer one of them because it's better stocked usually, but the other one is closer to the church. Next, we're going to put dialysis in, and this is going to work under the assumption Jesse's not going. We still don't know. They're waiting for the power to get, like, the internet to get brought in. The problem we run into, though, is that they're still struggling to get it set up. Like, when he went in this past week for a day when his boss, like his big boss, like the bossiest of boss, not that he's bossy, but like he is the top of the food chain, was in town. He went in for a meeting, but they were using a hotspot. So it was working, but like it's not for a company that's online. That's not gonna fly. So dialysis is gonna be the same time on Monday and Tuesday. Gotta be careful not to press too hard and rip through the paper. And then on Thursday, I should be done in time. I don't know which one of us is going to take Odin to the vet if he has to go. Could be me, could be Jess. It just depends on his schedule. And then I think I'm going to dialyze Saturday morning, because we're singing on Sunday. And Jessie, I did forget to put in that Jess will likely be going to jam night, which I finally went to this past week. Whoops, that's not straight, but whatever. I went to that this past week, and that was a lot of fun. We'll use another big music sticker for jam night. For me, I'll probably just be doing laundry. Do I want to see if I've got any stickers that will work for... I know I don't have any shitty kidney stickers in this particular... Because I don't. I just know I don't. For the fun, I'm going to use these zombie stickers. There's a few different ones. And I'll just put them to the side in different spots, because I like to leave a little space on my weekly planner just in case I need the room to write anything down that needs to get done that day. But I also don't necessarily need to put anything on there. Like, it just depends on how that week goes. So most probably days I spend most of my time playing video games. All right, so that is all of my events for the week. If I do plan to grocery shop on Sunday, I'm not sure yet. Do I? You know what I do? I plan to grocery shop on Sunday. I do want to put that in, so I'm going to use this little shopping cart munchkin here. On Saturday, I'm going to wash my sheets, because that's what I do. I wash my sheets. I'm a sheet washing on Saturdays kind of person. And this is going to seem super silly, but I'm going to use a winter emoji. It's one of these where you're playing in the snow, but if it's small enough and you're not looking at it, it could be someone standing behind a pile of sparkly fresh sheets. The world will never know. Except for you, because I just told you. Okay, now, got all this in here. Next, I want to, so the week is basically blocked out. The second half of the week is going to be much busier than the first half, but that's usually the way my life tends to go. So I'm going to lay out a couple of, oh, this is a Moxie marker. This is really moist. Oh, well, I'm just going to live with it. For my actions. So I've already got my actions figured out for the week. So I need to for work. One of my actions is going to be finish this series of watercolors. They're very simple, so they hopefully, like, I want them to be done this month so I can get them ready for the shop. We have dinner at the table, which will be, I mean, I don't know if it counts that we're going to be at 2 restaurants together as a family, but the goal is to do it we've been doing it on the nights I've been making the recipe challenge for the month. So, like, every night that we've done an Italian recipe, that's been the night we've sat at the table. Ride the Peloton at least once. This week, I want to try and move 1K of savings. 2 savings. Reconcile budget. I really am liking that I've kept my goals a lot simpler this year. And then hopefully finish the basement gallery wall. And then we'll put another very goopy marker here. Did that just super bleed through? Oh, it's behind every unicorn. It should be fine. But I'm going to put this away though before I accidentally use it again. And find my gray that I meant to use and put it in my bag. Okay. And then for personal to-dos, I need to call emergency services. It was something my nurse told me I needed to do because I hadn't done it yet, where they put me on a list of people who do medical treatments at home. So in case of like a power outage or getting snowed in or whatnot, we're on the priority list to get taken care of because, like, as it's already happened once, we had a power outage while I was on dialysis. That's not fun. So I do need to call them. I was supposed to do it last year. Never got around to it. So I need to call emergency services. I have a package to mail. I need to do my like machine. I have some homework basically. Again, it's the start of the year, so a lot of stuff for my dialysis center that needs to be done at the beginning of the year. That needs to get done. I have some numbers on my machines I need to record and send in because like there may be updates that they need to know. For example, when we had the maintenance done on our PureFlow, they replaced the whole control unit. So now the serial number of our machine is different because they took all the mechanic part out and then put a new one in. And so my center doesn't actually have the number of my machine anymore. So I need to make sure to update that. I have like a whole paper I need to fill out and send in. I need to put my supplies away. Like I said, they're still in my trunk. And then I will need to put my inventory away once it gets here on Wednesday. So it's not technically something I can do right now, but I know it's something I know I'm going to need to do after Wednesday. And I also know I probably won't do it on Wednesday because that's just not the life I live. And then I need to drop off my library books. Hopefully I'll finish. I'm in the middle of Billy Summer right now. Summer. So if I can finish that, that'll be great. And then up here, we're going to put actions. And down here, we're going to put to do. And that's my to-do list for the week. So I'll just do those things as I have the energy. So this is my week. I like how it looks. It's very kind of mellow compared to this week while still being like, I like this style. Is this going to be the style I stick with? I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting used to it. Let me know in the comments what you've got going on this week. And I'd also love to know if you like musicals at all. We actually just had dinner with a coworker of Jesse's who's really into musical theater. And I asked her, I was like, what's your favorite musical? And she was like, oh, it's a fun question. Jesus Christ Superstar, not my favorite. It's not that it's not my favorite. It's just not my number one. I think my number one right now is Hadestown. And I think hers was too. Hadestown is just so fucking good. Although Rent has a very special place in my life because I was 16 when it came out and I fell in college with some Rent heads and we became hardcore Rent people. So there is that. But generally speaking, my current favorite musical is probably Hadestown. Seen it twice because it's so nice. And I would love to go see it in the UK right now because the dude playing Orpheus in the UK when they're opening their Hadestown on the West End is the new Matt Cawthon from The Wheel of Time. And I think he's both a babe and his Irish accent just makes Orpheus even better. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, my dudes, peace.